Welcome to E360 TV, the live streaming and on-demand destination for influential voices and enlightened audiences. We offer trending, grassroots, and purpose-driven content across a diverse range of interests. E360 TV is more than just watching programs. We offer the ability to interact with live shows connecting audiences to real, authentic influencers and storytellers while streaming to millions of devices. Real experiences. Raw conversation. One destination for it all. E360 TV.
All of our stories begin with either in the beginning or once upon a time. And for me, my story began pretty much, and this is how it was referred to for quite a while, a backdoor deal. I could be living in a different neighborhood, in a different school, with different kids in the same bedroom from day to day. And so it began to feel like I was moving through a maze. I was always the kind of kid who would talk to my imaginary friends. They would talk back. And I know now that it was a great thing because it was carving out a place for me to dream. A lot of us will say, well, I want to lose 10 pounds. And then down the road, we've gained it. Why? Because want comes like a wish list, but need comes with a plan. When you feel that power, that is your story, and you see how many paths it can light, trust me, There's nothing in the world that will make you say it wasn't worth it. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, you guys are looking great today. It's Friday. It's Friday. T to the G to the I to the F. We made it through another week. Now, guess what? 2 weeks from today, we will be landing in Bucharest. It's here. It's just about here. We're so excited. All of Team USA. Everything's taken care of. We've gotten all of our plane tickets. We've all gotten our rooms and we're ready to go. All that's left now is to have some prayer and to pack. So we're really excited. We've been featuring different components of the Legacy of Hope tour for the last couple months, but really concentrating here this last week. Karina Botez was here this week. Diane Genie was here this week. We've had Andre Dutu, Mike Suvica, and today we've got a real treat for you. We have Tudor and Adela, master puppeteers. They are a part of Team Romania, which you know are comprised of, maybe you don't, but you should know. Team Romania is comprised of some of the greatest artists, I would say, because there's actors, there's singers, there's dancers, there are directors and writers and playwrights and puppeteers. Who doesn't love puppeteers? Now, let me tell you something. Don't get puppets and clowns confused. I'm scared of clowns. I'm just saying, I am scared to death of clowns, always have been. But I love me some puppeteers and some puppets. It is just, and it's not the same as a ventriloquist. Puppeteers are totally different. We're going to show you some of the work of today's guests, but I wanted to start, first of all, did you know that puppetry is a very ancient form of theater? It's a form of theater. That's right. And it was first recorded in the 5th century BC in ancient Greece. Now, some forms of puppetry may have originated as long ago as 3,000 years BC, and puppetry takes many forms, but they all share the process of animating inanimate performing objects in order to convey a story. So there's a little bit about the origin. I'm going to get our guest in here, and then I'm going to show a clip of my favorite show when I was like 2 years old. That must have been somewhere back in the 1800s. Okay, it wasn't that long ago. In 1964, I would have been 2 years old, and I remember every Saturday morning watching a show called Kukla, Fran, and Ali. It was my first introduction to the world of puppetry, and I was just amazed. I could not move. I loved it, and you're going to today. So, not only are our guests today all the way in Romania right now. So bear with the internet. We're going to do our best. And bear with the internet here in Chicago, because yesterday Comcast was on one, just kicking me in and out, in and out. So we're going to do our best. Is that okay? I thought so. That's the Bella Purpose. It is here every day. I ring it when there's some truth out on the table so you don't miss it. And also, before I get our guest in, welcome to the show, my sidekick. This is Lucy McGillicuddy Ricardo. She's here every day. So here they come. Put some hearts on the screen. It's our way of applauding, because here they come, master puppeteers, Tudor and Adela. We want a show. We want a show.
Good morning. Good morning.
How are you?
Hello.
Oh my God, you sound like a,
Good.
Adela. You have a puppet voice.
Oh,
and you guys-
thank you. I work a lot.
Well, it's clear that you're great at what you do. We're going to show some of your work today. You guys out there, there is a slight delay in the audio between the United States and Bucharest today with this show. So just bear with us. I will say something, and then I'm going to wait just a little bit of a pause so it can catch up to their ears. So just stay with us. So how are you guys feeling today? Good?
Yes.
Pretty good.
Very good.
Very good. That's what we want to hear. So I am going to let you guys say hello. Uh-oh. I hear it breaking up. Y'all hear that? We're going to do our best.
Those of you who are watching, there's a slight delay in the audio and video for us.
And the video. Excuse me. So we're going to do our best. Why don't you guys say hello? I'm going to dip out. I'll come right back. Say hello to the audience.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning. We are Tudor and Adela. We are puppeteers from Romania. Currently, we are in our hometown, Iași, Romania, in my home village, Aronano. That's at the countryside. We brought our friends, puppets, marionettes. Excited. It's something new to
It's
us.
something big for us.
Big, very big.
Yes. Marionettes. We're going to get into that too. You said puppets, your friends, and marionettes. Where did you, do you make any of these puppets, or do you just purchase them?
I'm not that good at
But I know how to construct a pet. I know how to construct a marionette. I've worked in a workshop of constructing puppetry, and it's an art. It's a different art to construct puppetry and marionettes. It's fascinating, but you have to be dedicated 100% because it's a very meticulous. It's a delicate work.
Delicate work.
Delicate, yes. Yes, I can imagine. Plus, I don't think I could ever do it because I'd get all those strings all, crossed and in a knot. It must be hard to keep everything moving.
Yes.
And we're going to
It's
see
hard,
some of
but
this work. So it is hard.
Yeah.
It looks hard. It looks hard.
And
I couldn't do it.
Example,
I couldn't do it.
on my
Have you guys-
piece,
Oh, I'm sorry.
you have a column for.
I didn't hear that. Say that again.
See that you have to have that burn, that
That
flame.
passion, that
Oh,
flame in you.
passion. Yeah. Oh, yeah. With
To
anything,
do
you're going to do your
This
best at.
kind of art.
Absolutely. Listen, I'm going to show a short piece of, where is it? Oh, there it is.
Yes.
The show I used to watch when I was a little bitty baby boy.
where I was introduced to the world of puppetry. Have you ever heard of Kukla, Fran, and Ollie? It's catching up. That's how far it is, how far away it is, y'all. So,
Now we can see you.
okay, I'm going to show a clip of my very first time I saw, well, not me, but you know, the show that I used to watch. Take a look at this. Take a look at this. Okay, Kukla, Fran, and Ollie. Here we go. Let's take a look.
RCA Victor and its dealers present Bert Hillstrom, creator of Kukla, Ollie, and all the Kuklapolitan players, with Fran Allison in Kukla, Fran, and Ollie.
Shut the door.
Okay. So, oh, where'd they go? I hear you, but I don't see you. So, puppeteers do a lot of things at the same time. Puppeteers have to move the characters, they have to be the voices, they have to do the sound effects like we just heard. They were doing the wind and grabbing curtains and stuff. How do you make their hands move?
It's a special technique
Yes.
in give life of a puppet. It's you
Yes,
have
basically giving life to a puppet needs very hard training, and it requires a special technique.
I clearly see that the puppet world is very secretive, like magicians. They don't want to tell all the secrets. So, how long did it take you? Let's start with you, Adela. How long did it take you to feel comfortable? Okay, that was our internet here in the United States. How long did it take you to become proficient at puppetry? Oh, this is going to be like pulling teeth today, y'all. Could you hear me?
Okay, now
can you repeat? Now
Yes.
I can hear you. Can you repeat your question?
Yes. Adela, how long did it take you to learn how to do puppetry?
Years, Loren, years. 3 years.
How many?
It's like
2?
you have to work 3 years. It take for me to learn how to learn the technique, and after that to give life of the puppet, because it's combined. It's technique plus the art of the acting. You create a character there. It's not just the technique. It's a whole new uh, and after you have to be a very good actor to create voices to we are I believe that I could say that we are masters Also in voice acting, because you have to create all that voices and to have a rhythm of the puppet, and it's like a whole new world. It's fascinating. I also in the all the pandemic situation, I had to work by myself and to learn alone how to move Muppets. It's a puppet that it's a very beautiful puppet, but it's so hard alone because we had teachers who were always with us at the university and show us the technique and explain us all that technique and all that movement, all that voices that we had to make a character in the stage with the
Oh,
puppet.
oh my
Yes,
goodness.
it's
A
a
lot of
whole
work.
new science. It's a whole new science, puppetry.
If you
So,
allow me to summarize what Adela is saying,
yes,
basically a
please.
puppeteer must be a total actor.
Yes,
Actor, puppeteer, singer, dancer.
yes,
So,
Singer?
yes.
yes,
That's a lot.
that's a lot.
That's
And
why we stayed at like 12 hours in university and we rehearsed our
From morning till
rehearsals.
night,
Yes,
from
yes,
dusk till dawn.
from
yes.
dusk till dawn. How many puppets do you have between you? How many puppets live there?
Oh
I would
God.
say like
Look how they're looking at him.
50 puppets. I swear I never counted them. I just see like one in a store. I'm like, oh my god, I'm buying this, another one in another store. I found three others more in another store.
Do you have to buy them in person because you want to feel it and try it? Or can you buy it
Yes.
Yes.
online?
No, you have
We
to
usually find them
in
in
stores.
stores.
Yes, and you have to try it to
Yes.
relate with the puppet, to feel the puppet. The puppet feels you. It's complicated.
Yeah, it's like when you buy a pet or you adopt
Yes,
a pet.
Exactly.
yes,
You have to
exactly. It's
relate
a
to it.
connection between you and the puppet. It's a
Yes,
relationship that you can build.
absolutely. Now, let's take a look at, I believe this is you, Adela, because it's such a small frame and we can see that Tudor is kind of a big guy. So we're going to take a look. Let me see if I can find this. Okay. Um, where is it? Okay. There. Okay. Let's take a look. I think this is Adela. Watch this, you guys.
Yes.
Yes.
She's hungry.
Yes.
like that, turning the pages. It looks so difficult.
It's very
Yes, it's
difficult.
very difficult.
Loren, for that move, I've worked like a week only for that move. It's hard.
So many things at once.
It's a science. It's a science of the movement. You work with the move of the puppet.
See, look, because you got to make her elbows move and everything.
Yes, yes. You have to build all that move through all that sequences of the puppet with head, with arms, with everything. Must be
Everything.
alive, everything in a puppet when you
Right.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness.
And this type of puppet called Vayang. It's a Vayang puppet.
It's from India.
Yes.
Basically.
And
From
that
India.
puppet, I built it.
You made that puppet?
Yes, I made that puppet.
Wow.
And
Hold on.
the puppet, I wanted to look like me. And I built the face and the lips and the eyes and all that face of the puppet. It was
The
complexion of the face. It was like I want to be like me. I don't know if I
get
made
it.
like that, but
How do you go about choosing the names?
Well, basically, when choosing a name for a puppet, I myself think about what do I want to do with that puppet. Should he or she be in a recital? Is it a girl, a boy? Is it an entity, an angel?
So do you write the stories as well, or do you buy those and then act them out?
We usually find text from Romanian and universal literature, the classics.
But you also can
can.
have your own script, and
Yes.
you can play with that script.
For example, I do both of them.
Yes.
I also want to become a playwright.
I'm sure you will. So let me ask you guys. All of us would most of us would assume that your primary audience would be children. But do you perform puppetry? Do you perform for adults as well? Do adults enjoy puppetry?
Yes,
they do.
It's not just an art for children. It's an art for
completely stereotype kind of thing.
That's what I thought. Yeah. So what about this? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tudor.
The best example that I can give is that I made a recital with a ballerina that is currently at Bucharest, in my home in Bucharest, and it's entitled Medea by Seneca, Greek, ancient Latin tragedy, Roman tragedy.
Oh, wow, that sounds pretty involved, deep, difficult, challenging. Yes. All of the above.
And in that recital, I handled the marionette, the string puppet without its strings by myself. So imagine a whole puppet only handled by myself with feet, arms, and head. And then I move towards the movement of the mask. I manipulate a mask that is the godlike figure from the recital. And then I became as the speaker, the oracle. I became the oracle as an actor. It's like 3 in 1.
3 in 1. Now, I got to ask, because the clip we saw with you, Adela, that one hand out here the whole time, do your arms, wrists, fingers ever get tired?
Yes, a lot.
A
And
lot.
at a rehearsal, I had to sit with the hand like this 6 hours. 6 hours. Yes. And
No.
it was like terrifying. We puppeteers have a lot of back pain because of that position with
And
the
also
hand in the air.
also the position for the string puppet,
Yes,
like
with
this,
the
with the
string,
handling.
because your back always, you stay like
Yes.
this with the back, or like it's difficult. It's a lot of pain. It's
Usually
not so
when the
easy.
when the teacher asked us at the end of the day, so how was your day today? We say simply, our back hurts.
Oh, good day. And the teacher went, that's
Yeah.
a good day.
That's a
Right.
good day.
That's great. Your back is supposed to hurt. Right.
Yes.
So why did you guys, this is for both of you, I'm sure the answers are different. What was it about puppetry that made you know how did you know you wanted to do this for a living?
Can I start? Can I start?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Because
Well, for me, it was because my all from the family from my generations wanted to become artists, but since there were difficult times back then in Romania, there wouldn't their parents didn't let them become artists. My father, for example, wanted to become a bass singer at the cello. My grandmother from my mother wanted to become a pianist, and my grandfather was an actor in another famous actors theater group, and they were never let. And when I wanted to become an artist, for instance, when I was a young child, I wanted to play violin, wanted to become a great violinist. But I discovered theater, and they let me. They were proud of me for wanting to become an actor. And then one day I was invited by one of my teachers to participate in a puppet show for children. And I was like, oh yeah, puppets, for children. And then when I saw the puppets, there were string puppets, and I was like, wow, I have to do this. I just have to do this. And I realized that this thing was always in my heart. But when I saw that show, the flame inside me just burst, and there was like a
Wow.
voice inside my head, do this, this is your road.
Wow. So a real calling.
Yes.
Wow. Adela, what about you?
For me, was like an instant moment, because when I was 10 years old, I was at an anniversary, and uh, a parent said a poem about love, about hope, and after I hear that poem, I've said at 10 years, I will be an actress. I will be a master of puppets. I will do this with my life. It was like instantly. It was like, I don't know. It was in me. But in that moment, when I heard that poem, it was clear for me. I must do that with my life.
Wow.
And since the age of 10, I'm on the stage. I play roles. It's a calling. It's a
It's a
calling, and
calling.
if you don't do this, you suffer, and if you do this, you suffer
like-
because you do
yes,
this. And
Right.
the love, it's also suffering. It's also a bless.
So here's a good question, I think. Now, you two are a couple. You're a
Yes.
boyfriend and girlfriend, right?
Yes.
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 Okay. So I assume that both of you have dated other people who were not puppeteers.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So I got to ask, when you are on a date before each other, okay, and they go, well, what do you do, Tudor? Oh, well, I am a puppeteer. What? Oh, I gotta go. I left something on the stove. You know, talk about that. Was that hard to, how do people respond when you tell them what you do? I've never asked a person, well, what do you do for a living? And they go, oh, I'm a puppeteer. I'd be like, you are? But what is it like when you tell people what you do? Are they shocked? Do they get it or no?
Well,
Start.
okay.
Please start.
Okay, I go first. Well, when I remember when I once dated a girl before Adela, I told her that I'm a puppeteer, and she was like, "Oh my God, really? So what do you do exactly?" And I say, "Well, I handle puppets," and she's like, "Oh, so you do a theater for the little children?" And I'm like, "No, it's a much more complex thing than that. I also do, for example, philosophical works in puppets." And she was like, "No way. Get out of here."
Really?
Yes, there is that shock element when you tell them. I think people, when you tell them, "Oh, I'm just an actor," they're like, "Oh, that's so cool." But when you tell them that you are an actor and puppeteer, they're like, "Ooh."
So do you guys tell us, because you went to school, I'm sure you still know people who are entering the puppetry world. Is the art of puppetry a dying breed, or is it on the rise?
What do you think, Adela?
I believe that it will rise, and it will be. It's such a complex and old art, and we work to build more shows for adults, because it's such a shame that in our country it's this stigma.
Yes,
that
these stereotypes.
Yes.
But all in all, the art of puppetry is, I think, in a
it's
raising.
it's raising, but we need time to raise, because we are the new generation.
Yes.
And with new generation, it will rise the puppet theater, and it will rise for adults as well.
So, okay, your parents and people in your family, do they say, oh, Adela, don't you want to do something where you can make money?
Oh God, my father and my mother always have argues about this. Why did you don't do medical school, or why did you don't do business or money or something with your life, Adela? You have do puppeteer and acting, and you will be poor, and will. Oh God, and I have such an argue with my parents about this. God, and I
Oh,
call Tudor, help me.
I had a feeling.
I'm always ready to save a damsel in distress.
Oh God.
Oh, well,
Yes.
you're going to prove them wrong as far as, how far you can go with this. I already know. I can see it. I can feel it. So listen, we're going to take just a brief break, a commercial break. And when we return, we're going to talk to Tudor and Adela about what it is that they expect when we arrive in 2 weeks. Why are they doing it? And what do they get from doing this type of work? We're going to talk about that and more when we return. We'll be back in just a couple minutes. Don't you dare go away.
Hello, my name is Amy Joy, and I am so honored and privileged to be part of the Power of We Symposium going to Romania May 5th through 12th. This is a tour of hope. In the 1990s, we learned about 170,000 children in the system in dire situations. It is much better now, and we are going there to celebrate that with them. And there are still so many kids in the system. On Saturday, it's my day. It's my day to provide the food and the things that we're going to do and the games we're going to play with the kids. And the reason it's my day is because on Saturday, we are visiting a shelter of domestic abuse. I have gone through this. I understand this. And what a blessing that I have. I'm so grateful for that experience in my life, for this moment in time where I can go and be a blessing, where I can go and have understanding. And if you'd like to help, if you're in alignment with this at all and you want to share your beautiful energy with this group and with this mission and with this tour of hope, I would love to partner with you. Together, we vibrate higher. And that, my friends, changes the world. Thank you. Mwah!
I've lost some battles along the way.
Hi, I'm Mike Sabuika. I am a director, producer, and performer. I have been involved with charity since I was a little kid, and it's always brought me joy.
So let it burn, all the way to the ground.
And we want to be a part of this project because we want to be a helping hand.
And spread joy. And
So I guess the universe is working and gather all of us to do something good for these beautiful children.
I know I'm on my way back home. Let it burn, all the way to the ground. We will keep on fighting till the end. They're gonna build statues in our name, statues in our name. We're gonna stand proud among the brave, proud among the brave. It isn't in our blood to let our hearts go cold. However dark it gets, we're gonna rise our toes. They're gonna build statues in our name, statues in our name. We are tall as giants, we are strong as lions. Nothing's ever gonna tear us down. We are tall as giants, we are strong.
Give them hope. Yeah. My main motivation for this whole project is giving hope to the children.
No, nothing's ever gonna
What matters in life is to be a good person and to do good to others.
gonna tear us down. They're gonna build statues in our name.
Welcome back to today's installment of Bathrobe Moments. I'm going to bring our guests back in, and we're going to take a look at this as we bring them back in. This is Tudor at work. How come it's not moving? So, okay, I want to ask you something. Hold on.
Yes.
I want to ask you something. Look what I have.
Oh. So you
Did you hear them? I have the same magic box that is in there. I know. I keep it right here on my desk. Yeah, it has magic in it. Who do we have? Some of your friends.
Yes, we're sorry, but we can't. We have to play all the time. We play with
Yes.
puppets.
So do a little something. I'm going to
Yes.
leave. You guys show us how it works. Go ahead.
We play, yeah. Let's play. So, let's do some magic.
Okay. With your magic wand, do a magic spell on my puppet.
Yes.
For example, he is now-
Abracadabra. Boom. Hello.
Hello.
Oh.
So, you're a kind of spirit of theater?
Yes, that I am. The spirit that brings joy to children. How, how are you?
Oh.
I'm a sorcerer.
Oh, a sorcerer, eh? What kind of sorcerer?
Who could spread joy in the world
Oh,
and spread life.
now that's what I called a real sorcerer.
Yes.
Yay. So who are they? What are their names?
So this here is my first puppet ever, made in 2014. I was in first year in faculty at Puppets and Marionettes at the University of Theater from
And
Iași.
does he have a name?
Yes, his name is Noir.
Noir.
His name is based on the script that I wrote for him.
Okay.
Actually, the first time I wrote the script for Noir was in English and was an English exam that I had to take. And I made him, I put him in a gift box, and I came in the scene with the gift box. I put it and unravel it and pull out Noir. And Noir is basically, if I remember correctly, the name of the mini play was Noir, A Gift's Tale.
A Gift's Tale. Now, what's the other puppet's name? Adela?
I believe that this was buy from a store, and
yes.
bought, and I've call it Arlecchino.
Okay. So let me ask you something. You guys are performing. You're with us the whole week, right?
Yes.
So so are you going to do something different how do you know what's going to work with a certain group of kids? Do you talk to them ahead of time? Do you watch from backstage? How do you know what story to tell to what group of kids?
Well, we thought that we might make our theater animation program like a workshop. We want to teach them to manipulate puppets and then bring them on stage to perform their own stories.
Yay! So you're going to teach them ahead of time, and then they're going to go, ooh, I want to learn.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
I'm going to be a puppeteer. I'm going to be a puppeteer. Yay. Oh, I'm so excited. Ooh. Are those the ones that are going to be there? I want to pick mine now. I want to pick mine.
Yes,
I want something easy. Okay, wait. I'll wait. Okay, pick mine now.
Easy? If you can bring me the...
You can do...
A dinosaur?
A dino.
Okay. Something that doesn't have strings.
It doesn't have strings.
This is
is
a hand
on hand.
So basically, puppets are like two main types.
Oh, but
we got
this
the
is a
hand
Muppet.
puppet. We got the hand puppet. There are, like, in many ways, a Bebop puppet like this, a Muppet that's like exactly like this one,
a Muppet.
and there is the Wayang, the
I'm
one
hungry.
that is in Adela's clip, And there is the Adela, can you bring me a Vayang to
Yes.
show Loren?
Yes.
I'm gonna show you a puppet that's from my collection.
Okay.
It's an absolutely beautiful thing.
It's a gorgeous thing.
This is a Wayang Golek puppet.
Wow.
These are from India. I received them as a gift from one of my relatives that went abroad, and they brought me this puppet as a gift, and I have 2 other more. But
Wow.
I'm showing you exactly the type of puppet. This is called a Wayang Golek.
Yeah.
Golek meaning the physical 3D dimensional puppet form. There's also the Wayang Kuli, that's like the puppets for shadow puppets, the bidimensional.
Oh
2D.
yeah, I've seen that. Right. So I don't want that one. It's too complicated. I'll go with the Muppet. Yeah.
Yes.
And what is the dinosaur's name so I can start channeling him or her?
This dinosaur has many names depending, because I participated in various schools in performing workshops, and every child gave him another name.
Okay, so that day I get to name him, right?
Yes, of course.
Of course. You can put whatever name you want.
I'm gonna name him Brian.
But before you give him a name, this type of puppet, it's actually not a puppet. This is what we call a chimera. It's like, this is basically enters the universe of animating a mask. See, as you can see, this is a mask with like this, some sort of gel attached as a body.
A scarf.
A scarf as a body. And what I do is I manipulate the mask.
I'm gonna try.
Exactly.
Oh, it's
now
hard.
you just have to work through your poignet like this.
With your wrist.
Imagine your hand as the mouth of the puppet like this.
How are you? Yes, I see.
Yeah.
It needs something back here that I can manipulate with.
You can hold the mask like this.
Oh.
Like from
I see.
Yes. Like this.
That's a Il Dottore mask, I think, from Commedia
dell'arte, yes.
Yeah, this came from, I think it was brought to me as a gift. I believe it was Italy.
Yeah.
You must have it, I think, from Venice.
From Venice, from the Festival of Venice.
It's exactly, boy, you guys do know your shit. I mean, stuff. Wow, that's exactly where this came from. Oh,
Exactly.
Wow. So let's talk about this. What are your hopes? We've got a few minutes left. I'm so excited, and all of Team USA is excited for all of you wonderful artists that are coming and donating. Tell everybody why you chose to do this with us. What was it within you that you said, yes, Mike, yes, I want to do this? What are your hopes?
Well, for me, especially when it comes to helping children, it's always a yes. It's always a big yes. And, seeing smile on children that maybe don't actually have the material ways to see a puppet show, and we just want to help children in need. I think this is this is our reason.
Absolutely.
For me, it's
I'm sure for the whole team is the purpose of helping children.
Yes. For me, it's also the help of the children in a way through my art, and it's like the main reason I do this, to help.
I remember when I was playing a series of puppet shows in kindergarten schools. A child came to me with a drawing. He drew me and my friend that was playing with me in that show, and he gave that drawing to me and he said like, you're my hero. And I was like in tears. And for me, it gave me a better impulse to do this.
Theater is about communication. It's about love. It's about spread joy and hope to children, to people around the world. And puppets have a universal way to communicate with children, with people. It's about love. Theater is about love.
Love and hope and joy, all the things that childhood should be about. And so I'm so grateful to you all, looking so forward to spending an entire week with you and the rest of the Romanian team. Thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts for doing this with us and doing this for the kids. Thank you so much. Listen, you guys.
It's an honor for us.
It's an honor. And
Same
we can't
here.
wait to meet you in person.
Thank you. Same here. Same here. You guys, the GoFundMe is right here. And right now, I am going to take it and drop it inside of your comment section. Please share this out. We've still got a little ways to go, but we're getting there. And we have 2 weeks from today to finish it. So there it is. Please donate what you can. It is not the amount as much as it is the spirit in which you give that amount. So keep that in mind. Don't underestimate the power of we. Okay, listen, Tudor and Adela, thank you so much for opening the door to this wonderful art that is on the rise. People like you keep it alive so it'll never die on the vine. We'll see you in just a couple weeks when we hit ground in Bucharest.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Listen.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Oh,
you.
of course.
To y'all.
Of
Love.
course. Let me see. I'm trying to see who's here next week. Let me see. Oh, Tony Baldy. Yes. Actor and acting coach in Los Angeles, in Hollywood, actually. I was in one of his acting classes last night. Tony Baldy is here. He was here 3 years ago, and he's coming back. You never know. Maybe you're big close-up in a movie or a stage play or whatever. Just you want to learn a little bit about acting. I've been bitten by people like you two. So I went to a class last night, and I think I'm going to go to some more. He'll be here with us, Tony Baldy, Monday morning. Listen, get out. Have the best weekend ever, okay? I will see you, God willing, Monday morning. I'll meet you over there on the front porch where together we create another divine moment in time. Get out there and be the very best. And remember, I love you. And there ain't a damn thing you can do about it. I'll see ya. Have a great one. Mwah. Thank you, guys. I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Thank you. Thank
Great
you.
job.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Show me your soul. Baby, I'll show you mine. Show me your soul. Honey, it's way past time. How explicit do I have to be? Need I spell it out before you give